So the first thing we look at is our membership base. Like, you want to have a decent membership base. We also work with our marketing company, and they do market share studies. So they're going to show us what market share is available for plumbing, for HVAC, for electrical, and just to simply put, there's plenty enough eating for everybody. But we also identify there's absolutely opportunity for electric. So those two things: memberships, market share, seeing what it looks like to enter in that type of trade and who your competitors are. And there's a lot of great electrical companies, and there's a lot more customers that not everyone can get to. So that's kind of the first stop.
Let me do a point of clarification for listeners. In our industry, HVAC's the whale.
Yes.
HVAC is going to do the most revenue. Mm-hmm. Next is plumbing. Next is electric.
Yep.
So we're kind of going into this understanding our electrical department, we're not trying to build it to be bigger than our HVAC department or even
Absolutely.
our plumbing department. Now, that said, it can be super high gross margin.
Yes.
Very profitable. It's just probably never going to scale larger than those. So go ahead.
Then we talk to, our friends in the industry. Like, we are members of Nexstar. We have a lot of relationships with companies that have launched other platforms. So having those conversations with them, telling us, what was your experience? What was the, blind spots? How did it go? And kind of getting a blueprint before even attacking it. So I would have those conversations. Who's the subject matter expert that's done it, that's built it out, and get your hands around it. We've just been so lucky to have great mentors, great friends. T.R. Miller, Brian and Jim Sloan, amazing people. Chris Bishop at Davis. Those guys have been huge resources, plus plenty others, to help us launch both HVAC and...
I was with Brian this weekend, and I said, hey, man, what's next? Because, I just, whatever it is, you guys do it for 6 months, and then we'll
copy
it. We did that with electric, HVAC. They've just been an awesome help to us. It's been really good, and they're coming down next week.
Yep.
In a couple weeks to visit us.
So those relationships are key.
Yeah.
I think willing to share what you've done, and then asking others for help is part of being successful. And we're not shy. We're not shy at all to ask for help.
So from a tactical standpoint, I'll just go through the mindset. I think we've hemmed and hawed about starting electric for a couple years probably. Mm-hmm. And finally, I think it was around super meeting time, Nexstar super meeting, that was in September. Me and you just said, all right, we're doing it. We're setting a date. We're going to do it. We were talking to a lot of people at the super meeting, and a lot of folks are just like, man, just do it. You know how that is. You can talk about it all day, but once you put a date on the calendar that it's launched, you got to start working on it. So we threw the date out there. I think we said February 15th, and we just started working towards it. We have a task manager called ClickUp. We built several tasks within ClickUp and assigned those tasks to different managers within the company. We assigned a point person at our company. For us, it's our director of revenue. He handles Corey. He's kind of ended up being a catch-all for a lot of things, but all the sales department, he oversees the HVAC leader, and then service agreements he kind of oversees, and then now electric. And then it was all about getting the license and hiring a technician. So we got a master license technician, and then we hired a journeyman technician who is just a rock star